Oh shit, my battery low. Hurry unplug this in before it turn off. Before the shit turn off. And y'all turn up on me. Anyway, now we see why Kiyoma don't fuck with them damn Coils. He stay as far away from them as possible. Anyway, Kiyoma and Miror, they had to check out some scary shit. It's supposed to be this haunted house, people getting murdered, people being hung. They said somebody got flipped inside out, anal probes, just a slaughterhouse. People got eaten, and all that kind of stuff. So, but Kiyoma's buddy was the one who gave him the mission. He's the one who told them that there was some numbers they had to go get. Mary sent Kiyoma on the mission. He didn't want to play with it. He said, "Do I have to?" She said, "Yeah, you have to." He didn't even want to get his hands dirty. He didn't want to get involved. He wanted to stay as far away from that as possible. So anyway, on the way there, Mirror's already having visions and seeing ghosts and everything else. Now, Kiyoma's homie, he went on the mission with him, but they didn't know he was going. He sent them. When they get there, he's there, acting like he's on vacation or whatnot. And remember, I told you he was one of the people, the Beast of Grendel. I knew what I was talking about. Shoot, man. So they get into a little conflict because the dude was tailing him. He's been following Kiyoma. Kiyoma didn't know it. He was watching him go into that shop where the dude modifies his stuff to put batteries in it. Instead of using the coils, he just want to use battery. He don't want no parts of that nonsense. So he fought the dude, kicked the dude out the fucking room. It was a worse. He was throwing him out worse than Martin, worse than fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know how Phil do. He throws somebody out the house. It was worse than that. Kicked him off a 3-story balcony. And it was a little enclosed garden down at the bottom, like greenhouse. He fell through that. No, I'm just joking. But he did him worse than Ving Rhames did whatever that guy name was on Pulp Fiction, the one who got thrown through the garden, and now he talks with he stutters, or he talks with he mumbles and stutters, he barely talks, or something like that. Now he got tics and whatnot. He did him worse than that. But turns out the dude was a beast. He said, "Man, 3 stories ain't nothing." He just fell and just landed, and that was it. He landed and walked away. He said, "I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Now we see a picture of the people they call the Beasts of Grendel or whatever. And there's 6 of them. Kiyoma looked to be the leader. Why? Because he was in the front. I can't say he was the leader because other than him just being in the front of the picture, just standing there, there's nothing that indicated that he was the leader other than just that. There's nothing that indicated who was the leader. They all had similar gear. The only difference was each one had different stuff. I think the dude the guy he was with, the one that's on the mission with him now, the one with the blind hair, the only other one we know about, I think he had like a sniper rifle or something like that, some type of gun. Kiyoma had those little pins. That's why he uses them little needles, I don't know what they call them. Sewing needles, the things grandmoms use to knit and shit like that, knitting needle. He had all those, so he was trained to use those from the get-go. This wasn't new. He's been like this. There was another guy, I think he had like something that looked similar to a pickaxe, but it was dull. So I'm guessing it was just like a hammer or something like that. Might have been an axe. Could have been thin at the end, making it to a blade. There was somebody else. I think he had a gun too, and there was 6 of them in total. So that's how that went. He was getting ready to tell Mirror what happened or a little bit about it. He got cut off. You already knew what they were trying to do, reel us in, then cut us off. Now anyway, we get a flashback of Kiyoma back when he was on his mission. He's laid out on these spikes or something like that. It was like that episode of Martin when he was with that cult and they made him lay on those spikes, that bed full of spikes. He was just laid out on some spikes like this. almost unconscious, may have even been unconscious, but we don't know what happened. Anyway, Kiyoma, he met up with his little homie later on to try to get the winning numbers for the Powerball. What you call him? Miror was still having all those dreams and nightmares and whatnot, shitting himself and running, dipping, ducking, dodging, and hiding and all that. So he talking to the guy, and the guy explains why this mission was special. He said that there's some numbers here. Something happened. People got murdered. Some dude moves here. The murderers, the killing stopped. He dies. The killing starts again. People start seeing stuff again. They said it couldn't have been a coincidence, right? And so he had got that techno dude from back at the lab to check him out. He says that it was two guys that were the same people. He didn't finish saying it, but by the end of this episode, we already see. He said such and such and such and such are the same fucking person. Who you think it was? It was, what the dude, Sasaki or whatever the guy named. And I think he had, what was his other name? Ajimo or something like that. I don't know. I think his name was Tony Romo or something like that. I can't remember his name. Not really important. It was a guy who was choking like this and all that. They were the same person. Now, they said that the coils is what probably caused all that weird stuff. We went back into the flashback, rewound it, and they showed that the spikes he was on, it was a giant pyramid. I mean, it was huge. Looked like some, I don't know what it was, but they said it was from Dimension W. They said the Beast of Grendel went on a mission. What's it called? Dimension W pops up. I don't know what it was from. Could have been from a coil, or could have been from the numbers. One of those things, one of them Tesla things. And it went crazy. They said all type of psycho stuff was happening. So after this, seeing what happened there, some of that stuff is what happened to Kiyoma when he was on a mission. They said he was the only one that survived. Now, the way the dude stated it, it sounds like there's either only two Beasts of Grendel or there's three. But I'm thinking there's only two. Why? The dude says that you were the only one to survive. Had there only been two on that mission, there's six in total, but it appears to be six in total. Had there only been two, why would he say you were the only one to survive instead of you were the one who survived or something like that? It just sounds weird for you to talk about two people and state it that way. So it seems to be at least three, maybe four that was on a mission. But back when we was in the other episode, when we first got introduced, well, we didn't get introduced to the guy, but when we first got some lines from the grandma with the guy, she said, I met the other Beast of Grendel. So I'm guessing there was only two left. So he went on a mission. It seemed like he went on a mission with four people, with three people. It was four in total. They got jacked up, messed up, popped up, everything. Got killed. Kiyoma barely made it out. And that's why he don't want to fuck with them goddamn coils. One of those things go up, and that's what happens to you. You wind up in a weirdo world running for your life. It'd be like an episode like that movie Nightmare on Elm Street. It'd be worse than that. So I understand why he don't want to mess with him. And remember when I said the other dude don't seem too scared of him? He wasn't there when it happened. Had he been, he probably would be like Kiyoma. He wouldn't be wearing shit with no damn coils. That's why he get them all pulled. He pulls all of them. He'll pull your bitches will be pulled. He pulls all the coils out. He don't want to play with that because he's the one who went through it. Now, it appears that Dimension W, the way they showed it and stuff popping out, whatnot, I'm thinking it is literally another dimension, like from like the show Sliders or what was that movie, The Mist? It's probably something like The Mist, where they open up a pocket dimension or something like that, and these damn creatures start coming out killing motherfuckers. I think it's like that. The other dimension is probably violent as a motherfucker. Probably all kinds of weird stuff be happening over there. And then they bringing that scary shit to the real world, to our world. So that's why Kiyoma don't play with him. Anyway, come to find out, Miror, she was working on a porno in the bathroom. She was stripped down, butt naked, and was trying to figure. She was showering, and she was trying to figure out what the connection was between that area before, like 10 years ago, back when they first were building it, or whatever happened, to now. So she tried to put a map together based on the information she had, and she got caught up in the world. She got caught up in that dream world or whatever. All this, man, shit was coming at her from left and right. It was like Nightmare on Elm Street. Like she fell asleep. Like, damn, I'm asleep. You know, everything came after. They tied her up. Now, when Kiyoma got the news that the two guys were the same people, the one who supposedly died and whatnot, he was the same person as this other guy. He got right on top of that mission. Went to go fight these people, some people that was in the hotel with him. And the dude, one of the dudes was looking for they all were, but one of the dudes was the leader of the guys. He was looking for the numbers, and I think he was trying to kidnap somebody. I think the dude who was going to kidnap was actually down with the mission, but started to get scared and was getting ready to punk out. So the dude was like, yo, we gonna get these numbers or something like that. Kiyoma came down there and laid down the law. I mean, he did his thing. He did his motherfucking thing. Dude had a gun though, so he had to skate for a minute. Just, you know, get the hell out the way, get out of Dodge for a second. That's when we cut back to Miror. She's tied up. The dude that we seen that choked to death, he comes out, but it wasn't him. It was the other guy. He says, in your dimension, my name is such and such. And then he turned into him. This dude is probably from Dimension W. I mean, probably. He is from Dimension W. He said, in your dimension. So this Dimension W that they're tapping into is trying to come out to our side. That's why Kiyoma don't want to use them. And everybody keeps using them left and right. All it takes for one of those big ones that they got, those big giant Tesla coils they got, the building size one of those go crazy. Now we got another world on top of our world full of weird creatures that's ready to kill every human known to man. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's some weird shit. This episode was good, but like I said, man, that second episode was off the fucking chain. I'm going to give this one a 4.5. Real good, but I'm still waiting for something like that second episode to come up. Okay, let me see the comments. Jupiter. I don't know what you're talking about. The movie that movie, The Mist, had such a fucked up ending. He should have just walked forward just a little further. He didn't know that. When he did it, he didn't know. What I would have did would have been like this. Y'all two line your heads up together and blew two of their brains out with one shot. That way I could have killed myself. You know, so he was really sacrificing himself more so than the other people because he thought he was going to get torn apart. That's why. But he could have waited just a little bit until something attacked, then start blowing their brains out like, yo, as soon as something attacks, put your heads together, and then I'm going to take you out. Then I'm going to take my son out. No, I'm going to take my son out. Then I'm going to put your heads together, blow their brains out. Then I blow my brains out. I think that would have made more sense. Okay. Watch out for what? No, I'm joking. Yeah, that movie was good though. Yo, man, you think in the future we're going to have cyborg civil rights? Cyborg civil rights movement. It depends. And what I mean by it depends. First off, cyborgs are humans. They should start off with human rights. I thought you meant like machines. If you're talking about like machines, then that's different. If you're talking about like a cyborg, like a person who got artificial parts and stuff like that, or half machine and whatnot, then they should start off with civil rights. They are human. But if you're talking about like a machine that becomes sentient, then that's a problem. Like we got to, first off, they would have to know that the machine is literally sentient and sapient. If it's those two, then we got to talk about the rights. Now, would it be a civil rights movement? Depends. If people recognize that these things are people, then the next step is, do we just accept it or not? If they don't accept it, then it'll be a civil rights movement. If they do accept it, there won't be a civil rights movement. They'll just say, here's your rights. So it depends. But I just laid out the basic scenario. The manga translation stopped after this episode. Okay. Is this good? Is this a good series? It seems like it so far. Because I have been falling back on a lot of series. I still haven't finished catching up with Noragami and Ushio Totoro. I'm trying to catch up on Ushio Totoro. I don't know about Noragami. I've really got to catch up to what's that video game movie? Anime. I can't remember. But the one with the dudes trapped in the MMO, that was off the chain. I gotta finish seeing that. Okay, I don't think they finished it. I think it's going to be another season. This is great. Can't wait to see next episode. Yeah, this has been good so far. I fell off a lot of series. I started that some already got dubbed. Oh, you started some that already got dubbed. Okay, folks are going to start identifying as neither human nor robot. Oh my God. Yup, they're going to say I'm cyborg fluid or something like that. Sometimes I'm human, sometimes a cyborg. Okay, what's up? Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. I fell off a lot of series and started yada yada. Okay, folks going to start identifying. Okay, I already said Dimension W dub is coming next week. Okay. I like people keep arguing about sub and dub. Dub is better, period. They say, no, but the voice actors be that's if they do a dub bad. If it's a good dub, it's gonna be better than a good sub. You're comparing a bad dub to a good sub. If it was a bad sub, it would be even worse than a bad dub, right? If it's a good dub, it beats a good sub. If it's a bad dub, it may or may not beat a bad sub. But I mean, a dub is better than a sub. Come on now. You can just watch the shit. As long as they don't dub it poorly, it's going to be better. Okay, man. Okay, man. Why did your stream end like that? The internet go out? No, it didn't. I do that all the time. If you watch my old streams, I always do it. If I feel like there's not going to be much more in the stream, I cut it off. Right there in the middle, right there. Boom. I just cut it. Okay, when Mean said he had when he said he had to condition himself to take off his coat in the house, I was dying he was dying on the subway station. I'm still getting used to it. It's weird. You come like, man, I'm hot. I'm usually still cold. Okay, Noragami is a really good series, man. Like one of the best of 2015. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm ready for the Arslan season 2. I still got to finish up Arslan season 1. I'm close to it though. Mean white woman came home. Mean white woman came home. Tell Megan, what's up? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you didn't finish Baby Steps. I never watched it. Just watched your reviews. Yeah, I got to finish that too. I actually rather watch the dub, but sub do put a lot more effort into acting. Yeah. But that's a good sub. If it's a good dub, it's gonna be better. But if it's a good sub against a bad dub, I'm gonna take the sub. That goes without saying. A good sub beats a bad dub every time, but a good dub beats a good sub every time as well. I actually rather watch the dub, but I already watched. But you cut the stream off mid conversation. Yeah, I know. But I already knew where the conversation was heading. We ain't say much after that. Trust me, you didn't miss anything. Okay, I don't know, man. Them Japanese be having a lot of passion in their voices. Oh yeah, they do. But that's their culture. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Peace.